Do you think you can get an A3 size print from the Mavic Mini 2? Let's find out. My name's Philip Scriber. If you haven't been to my channel before, welcome. If you're interested in drones, cinematography, photography, any of that stuff, the subscribe button is down there. Today we're talking about printing photos from your DJI Mini 2. Now I've got quite a few questions from people who do real estate, who do landscapes. Can you print photos from this little drone? And yeah, I think you can. I've got some examples right down here from very small to very large. And I'm going to show you exactly what they look like. And I've got to say, I'm actually really surprised. I got them printed at my local camera shop, which is called Studio 54. I will leave a link to it down in the description. It's in Łódź, Poland, so if you're looking for a good place to print, that is it. This guy has a 12 megapixel camera, a fixed f-stop of f2.8, and it can shoot between 4 seconds and 1/8000th of a second. All the shots that I have printed out are shot at between 1/50th and 100th of a second. I did have my freewell filters on every single one of them, not because I needed them on. That is because I film mostly with my drone, and between filming I will take shots. So they had these filters on, which you can see a film about right there. They're mainly for taking photos, but you do have some cool ones like the ND1000, ND2000 we can get some really long exposure photos with, which is really cool. Now this camera in here finally has RAW DNG, which is basically a much better file than a JPEG. It's a little bit larger, but it means that you can manipulate it more because it holds a lot more information. Without any more blabbering on, I know you're excited, just as I am, to see these photos from this little guy. So let's take the first ones. Now these are 10 by 15 centimeters. And one of them's taken at night, and I gotta say, the quality of this photo is actually very good. I mean, you're probably gonna get a better picture of it from the camera up there. And it's surprising how much detail, even in such a small little photo. Let me show you guys a little bit closer right there. I mean, yeah, I'm blown away by the size of these two little photos. They look really great. Let's get a little bit larger. Stunning, just absolutely stunning. The colors, the clarity, it blows me away that a drone the size of the Mini 2 can give you such incredible photos. I mean, these are actually things that I would happily put in a frame. If you put them on a piece of A4 paper, then it's you know, it will look great for your real estate work, for your landscape work, whatever you guys are doing. But here's another shot you can have a look at closer, and you can just see that the quality is, it blows me away. I will be taking a few closer shots of these so you can have a look at them between me showing you them and the top-down camera. But I mean, just look at that. I mean, isn't that stunning, isn't it? Beautiful, the trees, everything, the details, the contrast, the darks, the whites. It's very nicely done. Let's go up one more size. Wow, just wow. I mean, the quality in this is actually a photo of Łódź, outside the tram stop, and the glass covering the tram stop. If you guys take a look at that, I mean, that is a large image right there. That's quite a large print, and every single detail is visible. Every single detail in this image right here is extremely visible. I know the light's bouncing off it, that's why I do have the top-down camera right here, and you can see that it's stunning. This was actually, I was with my friend and we were filming around Zakopane, and this police car which you can see in the dark there, told us to get out of there instantly, and they sat there for like half an hour, God knows doing what in the car. It's like an abandoned old building, but the detail in the roof, the detail in the rubble, and this was a really high contrast kind of image because the sun was just coming down. But if you guys just take a look at that at the top-down camera, it's quite a large print. It isn't yet A4, but if I get it closer, just blown away. I mean, blown away. This is A4. This is A4. Let me put it in the middle there so you guys can have a look at it. That is A4 size. This is a quarry I shot in Poland. And there's this little kind of boat thing, I don't know what it is, like right there. And just no way. I mean, all the tracks from the tractors and everything, it's if you want an even closer look, just look at that. I mean, it is mind-blowing that such a tiny drone can get such incredibly beautiful images. I mean, I'm really happy. I really am. I hope you guys are as well. Oh, this is one from the famous water landing film. I thought I'd print this out to show you guys. And once again, the trees, the slide. You can actually even see me down there. Absolutely stunning. Let's get that in view as well. It's incredible. I mean, this is an entry-level beginner drone, and that you can print off such incredible shots with such detail really blows me away. We're going to go up one scale from A4 up to A3, which is actually quite large. And let's get this out. This is actually another one of the, I mean, this is large. Look at it compared to me. I mean, this is a large print. This is actually the quarry again, but I really like it because the actual tracks have a lot of detail. Is that in the middle more or less? Yeah, the tracks have a lot of detail from the tractors. You've got the sand here, you've got the water and like the edge of the water, and I've got to say, it's just, it is mind-blowing that such a little drone, you can get an A3 print. It isn't tack sharp, it's a tiny, I mean like a tiny bit soft. But it really, I mean, putting this in a frame, printing it out for someone, boom, it's beautiful. And for my so-called money shot, which I absolutely love, we have this image, which I took in Zakopane, near the mountains in Poland. And it's, you know, the sun was just coming down, the moon was visible right there. It was just, this blew my mind. And the cars, the houses, every single tree, like I'm saying, going up from A4 all the way up to A3, there is a slight difference. The A4 is a little bit sharper, but still, I mean, who is going to pixel peep like right down there? I mean, just check out this image and just have a look at how stunning that image is. And I'm not just talking about my photography. I'm talking about the quality of image, the darks, the lights, how much you can retain from a RAW from this tiny little drone. I'm excited. I love printing photos, and I think you guys should print more photos because people don't print enough photos. Because seeing your work as a printed image is really, it's satisfying. You know, especially if you have something that you're happy with, an image that you're happy with like this. The sun going down, the moon, the clouds, the cars, the lights. It's something that really makes me happy, and it's something that I used to do a lot. I used to just print image after image after image, and I don't do it as much now. I'd actually love to have my own A3 Epson printer or Canon printer. They're pretty expensive, so maybe sometime next year I would love to get back into printing more of my images. If you're asking me exactly what size you can go to, A3 is good, but as you can see, it will get a tiny bit soft on some of the edges. A3 is fantastic. A3 is really good, and printing any lower than A3, you're just going to get tack sharp images. I mean, these guys are just completely sharp. I mean, they actually hurt my eyes. Well, no, it's not actually, it's not that kind of bad over sharpening because they are RAWs. The JPEGs wouldn't print so nicely. I didn't even want to print the JPEGs, but these RAWs, beautiful. Any questions at all about printing from your DJI Mini 2, drop them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help. I don't actually have any unanswered questions on YouTube, and we're about to hit 15,000 this month. I am sure of it. With you, your help, and yeah. So subscribe, by the way, just to help me hit that, 15K. Next year is going to be very creative on this channel, so make sure you guys stick around and have an absolutely fantastic day today. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.